I thought I was fixing my family, but I ended up breaking everyone. I never thought I'd be the kind of person who posts something this personal online. I used to scroll past these stories and think, why would anyone air their pain in public? Now I understand. Sometimes the weight gets so heavy, you just need somewhere to put it. I'm 32 years old. I'm married. I have a young son. From the outside, my life looks stable, maybe even successful. But every night, right before I fall asleep, my mind drifts back to the same place, the house I grew up in. A house that looked normal, quiet, respectable, and yet somehow, it never felt safe. My father was the kind of man people admired. Hardworking, disciplined, serious. Neighbors respected him. Relatives praised him. Everyone said, "You're lucky to have a father like that." What they didn't see was the silence inside our home. There was one unspoken rule growing up. Emotions were weakness. Crying wasn't allowed. Questioning wasn't allowed. And disappointment. Disappointment lived in the air constantly. My father never hit me, but sometimes I think that made it worse. When I messed up, he wouldn't yell. He wouldn't argue. He would just stop talking to me. Days would pass, sometimes weeks. We'd live under the same roof, eat at the same table, but it felt like I didn't exist. My mother was different, soft-spoken, gentle, always trying to keep the peace. Whenever things felt tense, she'd say the same thing. "Your father is strict, but he loves you." I heard that sentence so many times it became background noise. In school, I was an average student. Not brilliant, not terrible, just average. In 10th grade, I scored 78%. My friends celebrated. My teachers were satisfied. My mother bought sweets. My father looked at my report card and said just one thing. I expected more. That was it. No smile, no encouragement, no good job. That single sentence stayed with me for years. It followed me into adulthood like a shadow. In college, I wanted to study something creative. Writing, media, storytelling. I felt alive when I created things. My father believed in safe careers, jobs that sounded impressive, jobs people approved of. He never directly stopped me. He just went quiet again. And silence in our house always meant disapproval. So I chose the safe path. A degree I didn't love. A job that paid the bills but drained my soul. My family was satisfied because when relatives asked, "What does your son do?" there was an acceptable answer. Then I got married. My wife changed something inside me. She listened. She asked questions. She didn't dismiss my feelings or tell me to be strong. For the first time in my life, I felt seen. And that's when things with my father got worse. He said I was changing, that I was becoming soft, that I was letting my wife control me. I felt torn in two directions, between the man whose approval I had chased my entire life and the woman who accepted me without conditions. When my son was born, I honestly believed things would get better. People say becoming a grandparent softens you. I was wrong. My father started criticizing how we raised our child. "Don't hold him too much. Let him cry. You're spoiling him." Every word felt like a repeat of my childhood. One day, something inside me snapped. I didn't yell. I didn't insult him. I just said calmly, "He's my son. I'll raise him my way." The room went silent. My father looked at me like I had betrayed him. From that day on, he stopped talking to me. No calls, no messages. Family gatherings felt cold and formal. My mother cried constantly. "I don't know what I did wrong," she said. "I'm stuck between you two." And I started doubting myself. Maybe I should have stayed quiet. Maybe peace was more important than boundaries. Then the call came. My father was in the hospital. Heart complications. I rushed there, my chest heavy with emotions I didn't understand. Standing outside the ICU, I realized something terrifying. I didn't know who my father really was. I only knew the version of him that scared me. Inside the room, he looked small, fragile. For the first time in my life, he looked human. He looked at me, and tears rolled down his face. "I thought being strict would make you strong," he said. "But maybe all I did was push you away." I couldn't speak. My throat closed up. That was the first time he ever apologized to me. A few months later, he passed away. Now, when I hold my son, when I tell him, "I'm proud of you for no reason at all," I feel a quiet ache inside my chest. I don't hate my father. I understand him now. He loved the only way he knew how, but I also know this. His mistakes taught me how not to be a parent, and maybe that lesson was his final gift to me.